Isaiah 46 verse 10.
From the beginning I revealed the end. From long ago I told you things that had not yet happened, saying, my plan will stand, and I'll do everything I intended to do.
When history meets multi-millennium-year-old prophecy. 1441, history writes, Prince Henry of Portugal sponsored Anteo Goncalves and Nuno Tristeo's hunting expedition on the west coast of Africa in 1441. Portuguese courtier, Zurara wrote of their 1441 voyage to West Africa. In his chronicle, he records that the trip took place in 1441 when the kingdom had achieved some peace, 1, which is in reference to D. Pedro's March 12, 1441 letter stating that the kingdom had achieved civil peace, 2. This means Prince Henry's hunting expeditions on the west coast of Africa can be dated back to March or April 1441. In April 1441, Nuno Tristeo met Anteo Goncalves in Rio do Ouro, 3, after following the route charted by the expedition that Prince Henry sponsored back in 1435. The two men kidnapped 38 Israelites and brought them back to Portugal. 4. Following the arrival of the first Israelite captives in Portugal, Prince Henry petitioned Pope Eugene IV to elevate the status of Henry's raids along the West Africa coast to the level of a crusade. Within the context of crusading law, such a move would legitimize enslaving captives. The Catholic Pope responded with the bull Ilias Ca on December 19, 1442, which granted full remission of sins to all who participated in military expeditions against who they considered to be infidels. 5. The first Israelite captives were then delivered to Rome as a gift to Pope Eugene IV by Prince Henry, 6, as a sign of his gratitude for supporting and granting his request. Thus, Prince Henry, fitly nicknamed the Navigator, is credited with the beginning of the worst atrocity in the history of humanity, the Atlantic slave trade. 7. 593 BC, prophecy writes, Ezekiel was to lay bound with bands on his sides for 430 days as a proleptic enactment of the children of Israel serving a 430-year captivity. 8. This occurred in history between June 10, 1441, 9, and 154,800 days later, 430 years x 360-day years, which was June 19, 1865, Juneteenth. The same time interval converted into 365/6-day years equals 424 years, 154,863 days, which falls short 6 years behind, 10, the Hebrew 360-day year calculation, but the total number of days of both are still in close proximity to one another. Meaning no matter the method of measuring a year, the duration of days of the captivity still remained the same. The substantiation of the Hebrew 360-day year. One prime example of the Hebrew 360-day year is located in Genesis 7 verse 11 and Genesis 8 verses 3-4. Genesis 7 verse 11. On the 17th day of the second month in Noah's 600th year, all of the subterranean waters erupted from the depths of the earth and burst skyward, covering the land. The casements of the heavens cracked open. Genesis 8 verses 3-4. All of the waters gradually receded from the land. At last, after 150 days, the waters abated. And on the 17th day of the 7th month, the ark at last came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. It states in Genesis 7 verse 11 that the rain began to fall on the 2nd month and the 17th day. Now as we read in Genesis 8 verse 3, the ark came back to rest on Mount Ararat in the 7th month and the 17th day. So let's count. From the 2nd month and the 17th day to the 3rd month and the 17th day is 1 month. From the 3rd month and the 17th day to the 4th month and the 17th day is 2 months. From the 4th month and the 17th day to the 5th month and the 17th day is 3 months. From the 5th month and the 17th day to the 6th month and the 17th day is 4 months. From the 6th month and the 17th day to the 7th month and the 17th day is 5 months. Also, as we read in Genesis 8 verse 3, this same period of time was also called 150 days. So now we take 150 days and divide them by 5 months, and we get 30-day months. This tells us that there were 30 days in every month in the days of Noah. The perfect, holy, scriptural year is made up of 12 months, each comprising 30 days to make up a total of 360 days, the number of degrees in a circle. There are many other examples in Scripture where you can find that the months all contained 30 days. Prophetic times of days and years were given in 30-day month periods. Examples are found in Daniel and Revelation. The following scriptures show that the original Hebrew calendar consisted of a 360-day year with 30-day months. It says in Revelation 11 verse 2 and Revelation 13 verse 5 that the duration of the Great Tribulation is 42 months, which is 3.5 years. In Revelation 11 verse 3 and Revelation 12 verse 6, the Great Tribulation is 1,260 days. If we take the 1,260 days and divide it by 3.5 years, we end up with 360 days in a year. Then you have Daniel 7 verse 25, Daniel 12 verse 7, and Revelation 12 verse 14, which give a time period for the Great Tribulation as time, 1 year, times, 2 years, and half a time, half a year, equal 3.5 years. 3.5 years works out to exactly 1,260 days or exactly 42 months of 30 days for each month. All of these scriptures are different measurements of the same time, and they are fixed on a 360-day year with 30-day months. In conclusion, Juneteenth 1865 is a fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Works and references cited. 1. Zurara, The Chronicle of the Discovery and Conquest of Guinea, Chapter 12. See also, Monumento Henricina, Tome 12, Pagina 211. 2. Arquivo Histórico de Câmara Municipal de Lisboa. Códice 18, Livro 2 dos Reis de Duarte e de Afonso v. Folio 23. See also, Documentos do Arquivo Histórico de Câmara Municipal de Lisboa, Livros de Reis, Tome 2, Pagina 278. See also, Monumento Henricina, Tome 12, Pagina 209. 3. Bueno, Eduardo. A Viagem do Descobrimento, Pagina 73. 4. Zurara, The Chronicle of the Discovery and Conquest of Guinea, Chapter 13. 5. Zurara, The Chronicle of the Discovery and Conquest of Guinea, Chapter 15. See also, Ricewell, Richard. Eugene 4, Papal Bulls of, in, Junius P. Rodriguez. The Historical Encyclopedia of World Slavery, page 261. 6. Barros, João de. Die Fahrten entlang der Westkust Afrikas und die Entdeckung Inseln Porto Santo und Madeira, in, Gabriela Pagel. Heinrich der Seefahrer, oder die Such nach Indien, p. 282 ff. See also, Digges, Ellen Irene. Black Chronology, from 4000 BC to the Abolition of the Slave Trade, page 35. 7. Matthew 24 verse 21. See also, Daniel 9 verse 12. 8. Ezekiel 4. 9. Matthew 24 verse 20. The Portuguese set an ambush at nightfall on June 10, 1441, Friday night Sabbath. 10. Matthew 24 verse 22. The Most High changed/shortened the time around the time of King Hezekiah from a 360-day year to a 365/6-day year, cf 2 Kings 20 verse 11. See also, Daniel 2 verse 21.